Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Since 1911, the Pierre Parts Store has been your one-stop shop. Family owned and operated for 4 generations, the Pierre Parts Store has served the community by providing groceries, hardware, home products, and much more, including a full-service lumber yard. Now, we've added the Thibodaux store to the family with the same values and service we've delivered for over 100 years. The Pierre Parts Store and the Thibodaux store, our family serving your family.
All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Foss with the Superintendent of Terrebonne Parish Schools, Mr. Bob Orgeron. We're going to switch gears here to Teacher Appreciation Week, graduations, and some other things. Terrebonne High has got some renovations being prepared. Let's talk about Teacher Appreciation Week to start off with. As a brother to 3 in my family who have educational backgrounds and degrees, you know, I always thought because I was in TV, that teaching would be pretty easy. So we were talking amongst my family one day, and never forget, Myrna said, well, look, if you think teaching's so easy, she was at South Terrebonne at the time, why don't you come teach my class for a day and I'll arrange for it. Make it happen.
Yeah.
I go to South Terrebonne. When I tell you, I walked out of that school that day and I have appreciation. I'm going, she asked me later, well, what you thought? It's harder than I thought.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, it's just, you got to be on your A game every day.
Yeah.
You got to do it. So Teacher Appreciation Week.
It's a drain. They give so much, you know, every day, and there's no breaks. You know, there's no free days or, you know, that kind. You've got to be on your game every day.
Yeah.
Because kids, first of all, kids need you. Second of all, if you're not, kids will be kids, right? So you've got teachers have to.
And what I've learned over the years is kids need authority, and there's different ways to present it, but I think they crave authority.
They crave it, and probably some of the best authority or best management in class is just a solidly prepared teacher.
Yeah,
you know, they've got a lesson plan and they follow it, and they're moving kids, giving kids opportunities to do multiple things, not making it monotonous, just really changing the pace a lot. That takes a lot of planning and a lot of preparation, a lot of work. Just mentally preparing, not just what you write on paper.
And kids are smart. They're so smart. I remember when I figured I couldn't teach a class, and I said, let me open it up for questions. How much you make, Mr. Paul? You know, they were going through and I'm sitting there going, well, they know what they want to ask, and they're bold, too.
Yeah, they're bold.
What are some of the things that you used to like as a teacher for Teacher Appreciation Week? And it's become more of the students get involved in it, too.
Yeah. So, you know what I used to like a lot? We have, for Teacher Appreciation, parents would come and I remember when I was at South Lafourche High School teaching science, they call it soup day, or teachers are super, and they make like a potluck soup spread, you know, and we had a little bit of corn chowder and shrimp biscuit. All that was a really special treat, you know, feeding us. It's something real different, you know.
It's the little things that make a big difference.
Things, and my wife, as a matter of fact, went with some other people from church, and they did the same thing for teachers, like last week at South Lafourche.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was kind of neat, kind of feeding people.
You got some graduations coming up.
Yeah. So, well, we have our 4 high school graduations next week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night at the Civic Center. But tonight we have Native American graduation, and we have an adult ed graduation. And then we have a top scholar banquet, which are kids who are on the tops or the college route diploma track, and we're going to honor some of those kids. And last week we honored the Jumpstart diploma kids who were excelled inside the career diploma track. So yeah, we have a lot of things. We have an SEC graduation as well this week. So a lot of things happening.
It's a little different when you're a teacher. You get to appreciate your particular school that graduate. Superintendent, you see them all.
We see them all. That's right. Yeah.
And I imagine it doesn't get old when you see somebody on their way to being successful.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah. You also have some renovations. You got a uniform policy, some little changes in the uniform.
Yeah, yes. And again, that's just so parents know, I'd like to mention that. We're changing the length of the skirt. So currently in policy, the length is 5 inches above the knee. Mm-hmm. So we're going to change that to 2 inches above the knee.
Okay.
Skirts have tended to get a little shorter and
a little risque. Yeah.
That's right. So
I remember
we're going to
it
draw
used to be
a line.
5 inches below the knee.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We thought about going knee length, but we said that's going to be a little. But we looked around at a lot of other districts, and 2 inches is common. It's actually quite common in a lot of school systems. So we're going to put that in place and just lengthen that skirt length a little bit. And we're drawing a line on that one.
And real quick, I know we got about a minute and a half left. Title IX, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so the board was unanimous. Last week, we passed a proclamation supporting, not getting in on the state's lawsuit, but supporting their efforts to file suit against the federal government with some of the mandates about, particularly the fairness in women's sport law that Louisiana has, like kind of going against that law, allowing biological males to compete in women's sports. So we're not supporting that. And we've seen the research, and we've seen what, the swimmer and all these other biological males that are in women's sports. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
And Title IX was initially, written to protect women's rights in sports.
And you're right, it was unanimous,
Yeah. So
and then real quick, Terrebonne High is going to get some renovations.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. The architect is Steve Rome, and he's a Houma native, and he's currently in the design phase. Yeah. He did all the preliminary drawings, but now he's getting into the detail.
I ran into him at the coffee shop. He says, "Martin, when can I come on and talk about it?" I said, "Well, Debbie already called me, and I'm sure the superintendent's going to come on with you." But boy, he's so excited.
Yeah, very, very much so. It's a project that's going to touch all aspects of that school. Yeah. Really, it's
the center point
from
of
science
Houma.
labs to band room to library to field houses, everything. Really, really.
All right, Mr. Superintendent, always good to see you.
Likewise.
Appreciate it. All right, there you have it. The former South Lafourche great quarterback, Bob Armstrong, now superintendent of Terrebonne. We'll take a break. More right here on Bayou Time. Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.